Uh, Good afternoon. I am Vaishnavi. I am teaching economics in Shankar IAS Academy. I teach economics optional. We do one batch in a year. Generally, the perspective of the students about economics will be that it will be very, very difficult. But as such, the subject is a very, very interesting subject, dynamic subject, and an evolving subject. Every day to day, we need to know the economics if we really want to understand what is happening in the country. So when we see who are all the kinds of students who can come for economics, all these students who are very strong in mathematics, and the students who feel that they want to write the answers in a short and a clear way. It is not actually very demanding on the language side. The presentation will be usually drawing a diagram and then explaining the concept about it. In economics optional, we have two papers. Paper 1 is about the theory. Paper 2 is about the Indian economy, which will be much more like the general economics, what all the students will be preparing. So paper 1, when we talk about the theory, that is where we say that most of the subject will be described with the diagram and the concept will be explained based upon the diagram. So when you see this kind of a presentation, two things are essential. One is that you should know a good mathematics so that you will be able to understand the subject of economics in a better way. Number 2, you should be able to do a good presentation of drawing so that you will be able to explain the concepts. So the total explanation depends upon the presentation, right? So the second thing is when we see who are all the subjects who can come to economics, mainly the art side students as well as the engineering students, the BCom, MCom, MBA, all of these students can come for economics. And those who have got selected in the previous years, if you see about the optional students, they all had been engineers. If you want to ask about a bit more about the paper 2 of this optional subject, paper 2 will be much more like the general studies paper, which all the students will be studying about economics. But there are certain presentations which will go from before independence till up to 1991, after 1991. So if you look at the syllabus of paper 2, after 1991 is a major area which all the students will be presenting in the examination, whereas the optional students will have to study before 1947 as well as before 1991, right? But the presentation can be done very easily till up to 1991. After 1991, anybody who is having a very good practice of reading the newspaper and collecting the knowledge over a period of time, they will be able to score very good in the paper 2 also. And whatever theory which we are learning from this paper 1 in economics can also be applied while explaining the concepts in paper 2. For example, there are lots of things which we will be writing about the fiscal policy, which is about the government policy. So public finance is the theoretical part which we will study in the paper 1. The theories over there can be made use to explain the simple day-to-day changes what we observe in the fiscal policy. So the presentation in the paper 2 will definitely improve with the knowledge from the paper 1. So this is about the syllabus. As we already said, art students, those who have very good knowledge in mathematics, who have the good presentation skills, they all can take economics and score very well in the examination. Thank you.